Hello, I'm Steve Mason and welcome to my podcast commentary for Deep Blue Sea. I am pressing play now. It's a Warner Brothers one, so I've got my headphones on after the fiasco with The Lost Boys 3. If you didn't know about that quickly, I did podcasts for all three Lost Boys, and the third Lost Boys, when uploaded on YouTube, was completely blocked on YouTube from the moment it finished uploading, and the timestamp pretty much was just me talking. So there was no copyright claim it or anything. Well, copyright claim it was Warner Brothers, but there was no music or anything playing. I was just like, well, that's a bit harsh. Anyway, so yeah, Warner Brothers, I'm putting my headphones on every time. I love the music of this. I've just bought this on Blu-ray. I've had this from back in the day, VHS. I've actually just pulled my VHS out. I'll talk about the VHSs in a minute. I've just watched this. I've literally watched it, listened to the commentary, and watched the extra features as my hangover passed. So before I order some Chinese food, as I always do, I'm filming at Deep Blue Sea. Lovely visual titles. If you watch the making of as well, you can see in the background when they're doing the orchestra bit, some like demo titles going on in the background, which don't look very good. That's I've used a very similar font last night when I did my True Romance poster. But anyway, starts off with a bit of an homage to Jaws, which, you know, it's the director definitely does have a foot fetish. Yeah, a bit of an homage to Jaws here. So yeah, this has come out cheap on Blu-ray since Meg's just come out. Deep Blue Sea came out about 4 weeks ago, 20 years after the original. I haven't seen it. Paul Ray has. He says it's just the trailer looks like a remake. Didn't even get a Blu-ray release. So yeah, we've got a little bit of dancey going on here on a rich boy's daddy's yacht by the looks of it. Yeah, so yeah, there's a party going on. He looks totally like James Franco there. More like, he definitely looks like a Franco. There. Yeah, the red wine, blood in the water. There's some brilliant. I watched this this morning to listen to the comedy because I think the director, Rennie Harlan, is class. Die Hard 2, Cliffhanger, in another film that doesn't get enough credit, Mindhunters. We'll talk about Mindhunters in a bit. So yeah, it's again directed by the director Cliffhanger, and it's a little bit of an homage to Jaws by Teddy Bear. Just done a Mark McQueen to the Teddy Bear and killed it. See, the sound's really good. It's boom. I'm getting nervous there, and I've just watched the fucking film. I know exactly. It's because the headphones are on, the sound pounding at me. Oh, it looks lush. Yeah, it's filmed really well. The director's hasn't done it doesn't seem to have any big buck, but you can see lights in the background there. What's that? That's probably the God, you feel that headbutt to the fucking back of the jaw. That might be the oh, look at that shark, man. That looks fucking awesome. It's a real shark. Well, it looks real, doesn't it? What am I thinking of? The facility, sorry. Look at that, man. Just lovely blue, deep blue, pun intended. But yeah, run! Shark vision. So the sharks basically took 8 months to build. They're made out of airplane technology. They're all more controlled. And this came along in 1999, and before we had the massive here comes CGI and everything. So I think this film, I don't think it's a bad film. Actually, I was watching it today. That's CGI. Well, it will be in a second. That's CGI. It totally is. Oh, and I'm saying that's the CGI bit. Sorry. And yeah, animatronic sharks. They look amazing. You know what I mean? They made them they're flying the own. It's not fucking Jurassic Shark. Flying shark. No, Roddy Cox is here as well. Didn't even say anything. Anyway, sorry. The sharks basically remote controlled and all that, and they're absolutely amazing. Absolutely. But then CGI though, you know, the ones in which the CGI hasn't aged that well. So Samuel L. Jackson had worked with Rennie on The Long Kiss Goodnight, and Samuel L. Jackson basically took it as a golfing vacation because it was filmed in Mexico. And it's hilarious as well because in the commentary it's Rennie and Samuel L. Jackson separate, and Samuel L. Jackson fucks up as soon as he's dead in the film. He leaves the commentary and you think, bloody hell. But yeah, he keeps, all he does in the commentary is complain about getting wet and not being able to play golf. Yeah. So Ronnie Cox doesn't even say a word, does he? The bad guy from, RoboCop and Total Recall, just fucking sitting there. So yeah, one of the sharks has broke out. They don't know how. It's never really explained how. It's hinted that one of the sharks did a fucking free willy over the fence, but the shark outbreak has put the question in that someone's got to come down and see what's going on. Now this is the same aeroplane as 6 Days, 7 Nights with Harrison Ford. I did my research, and this is them just in a car park. So yeah, he's coming to assess the situation. Should he keep going or should it shut down? Just as they're about to do the final stages of the experiment they've been waiting for, as a hurricane fucking sort of comes that way as well. So yeah. So while they're talking about backstories in the aeroplane there, I think the Blu-ray cover is far better than it has ever been. The VHS, big box VHS I've got, Jaws of Attitude's the tagline. It's got red writing with a drop of black from the top. It looks alright on big box VHS, blue, because the blue matches the actual blue of the cover. Thomas Jane, LL Cool J, Michael Rappaport, Stellan Skarsgård and Samuel L. Jackson. And the woman on the box doesn't even have a name on the box, and it's just a flying shark, and it's almost the still of the shark where it takes on Michael Rappaport out later on. You should have put an actual picture of one of the sharks in it, you know what I mean? Yeah, Deep Blue Sea hasn't been rewound for some reason. It's flipped around the wrong way. Yeah, on the Blu-ray, where's the Blu-ray I've got here? It's Thomas J makes an appearance. The Blu-ray is now just her peeking her head out of water. Her name is still not added to the box, and there's a massive shark in it, almost like more of an homage to Jaws 2 and 3, where the shark's behind rather than under. Bigger, smarter, faster, meaner. It's not the sequel, and what's that implying? It's better than Jaws. Look at that. There, look, sorry, there's the shark, one of the sharks there. That's an animatronic shark. I just want to point out on the back of the fucking box, it's got the promotional still of that shark turning its head. It looks massive in Thomas Jane underwater, which you see anywhere when you type in Deep Blue Sea, and it's not even in the film. So Samuel L. Jackson talks the plane, boss. What's that do? This film reminds me of Waterworld as well. It also now reminds me of Planet of Sharks I had to suffer through. I watched I gave up. I watched 4 out of 5 low budget shark movies, and one of them was called Planet of the Sharks, and it was like just filmed at the beach water. So there we go, it's Thomas Jane, who went swimming with sharks as well to get himself ready for the role. Very brave. It's like Stallone. I think Reddy's been known. Look at this. Look at that, man. That's a fucking animatronic. You know what I mean? It's not a real shark. It's an animatronic. That's an animatronic there. Samuel L. Jackson's like on a company ski. I was just shouting. I didn't even know what was going on. There you go. Thomas Jane obviously went on to become like, see, here we go. How we're talking to. That's a fucking robot. You know what I mean? That is just. Look at it, man. It looks awesome. Now, into CGI there for a bit of a scare. Shark wrangling. And there we go. Thomas Jane actually on the shark. Thomas Jane really got into it. Thomas Jane seems. I mean, he's going to be in the new Predator movie. He's in a new TV shows and all that. To me, he broke Hollywood, but then sort of. He definitely had his bit of fame, like he was a Punisher and stuff like that, but then sort of just disappeared. He's been in a lot of TV shows, but. The Mist as well. The license plate is the same license plate as in Jaws that they pulled out the tiger shark on the dock. Same license plate also appears in Redwater movie with Lou Diamond Phillips. That is part of my upcoming Baboonery. Check out Baboonery. It's a Baboonery. It's not Baywatch Baboonery. It's Redwater and Tekken. Tekken's in there as well. So yeah. Look at it. It's in the background. Just fucking. Yeah. Yeah. It's just an actual animatronic shark in the background. Yeah, this is I'm talking about this a lot long ago. This is one of the first ever DVDs. You know, it's up there. It's around there. You know, this is came out in DVD. License plate upside. You think it would be the right way around? Yeah. Sam Jackson, man. Been in so many films. Very funny guy as well. I watched Shogun Assassin the other day, and there's an interview with Samuel L. Jackson as an extra features, and it's just him sitting down at a convention, and he's just openly talking about his love for fucking love for Japanese cinema. Look at this shark there. I'm not too keen on that effect. It's not as bad as Shark Attack 3 if you've ever seen that one with the Megalodon. And there's just a massive aerial shot of the board, and like this shadow just moving ever so slightly, but it's so bad, it's hilarious. It's like almost like a just a cutout of a shark being slid across the scene on like a projector. You know, that's how bad the effect is. But yeah, Rennie's you need to check out Mindhunters. Now, Mindhunters stars Christian Slater and Val Kilmer, along with LL Cool J and Johnny Lee Miller, as well as another big supporting cast. And it's very similar to this movie in the sense that it has its red herring intro that you think it's going to be one way, then it basically isolates itself. And it's about a group of FBI profilers being brought to a military area while everyone's on vacation pissing in the wind. And basically there is a serial killer on the island, but it's not. It's meant to be a test, but it's not a test, and it's basically who's who, and it's really well done. And it's got some lot of good deaths in there, and it's a film just not getting enough credit. But LL Cool J is a star of that as well. So if you like this, and you like the film, you like LL Cool J the way he is in this, definitely check out that movie as well. So yeah, it's suggested here that they jumps over the water. Does a free willy. Michael Rappaport is well known for being a massive rap enthusiastic into it and rapping and stuff like that. I don't know if he's deep hold his name or something, Michael Rappaport, but well renowned. Samuel Jackson and him were in True Romance, although Samuel Jackson has a very small cameo more than anything. And I think Samuel Jackson's build over Michael Rappaport. Michael Rappaport was in stuff like Metro, he's been in Friends, been in a lot of comedies. I'm sure he's in Justified as well. I totally binge watched Justified. I watched all the seasons till the finish. I was absolutely addicted to it, and I'm sure Michael Rappaport's in it as well. This is a great shot there as well, as the camera gets dumped in the water and it goes from an absolute lovely shot there, that's the golden hour, that, into right, CGI water on top, CGI fence and a model, and you think, you know, it's a brilliant shot, but you think, why don't you just dump the camera in the water, you know what I mean? I know lighting and stuff like that, especially that time of night, but yeah. Computer graphics again though, that elevator wasn't even moving, it's just green screen around it, you know. I think they had mastered the art of green screen and blue screen by this point, and see, even though that is a fish tank, you know what I mean, that's not CGI, it's just a fish tank over a bit of window. It's very cleverly made, this film, besides that fucking floppy disk. But yeah, I think they mastered blue screens and stuff like that, and they started to really like work on animals and stuff like that. Jurassic Park had definitely kicked down the door into that thing, as well as Sherlock Holmes and the fucking Glass Knight, you know. as a model, setting up a little joke for later on. But again, it's like foreshadowing. It's really picking up the pace here, as they're saying, like you know, they've been testing it, and she's rehearsing it, and but we're having to see it like this because we need to know what's being told. Like, this is where, you know, it's what she's gonna do, and it also sets up a little joke for later on, like a jump scare. So the theory's there as well, you know, like these sharks like don't sleep, they don't stop, they don't. That submarine, by the way, is the same submarine as stated by Samuel L. Jackson from Sphere, which is a fucking weird film. That's a weird film. I'm Harry, Dustin Hoffman. It's a more of a psychological mindfuck, that. But yeah, it's the same submarine. It's also filmed as well on the biggest water tanks in the world, what they made for a Titanic. Massive controlled water tanks, but huge, like huge water tanks. Which they use mainly for Titanic, and point them out. But yeah, this is this location is built above a water tank, and what did they do? There's a water tank above the roof as well, just so like if you're looking up, it's there. It's the whole like submergence that they've got to do there. So I think Thomas Jane's a really good actor. He was good as the Punisher. He just seems to. He's been in some hit and miss movies. Oh, like Drive Hard with fucking John Cusack, when he's an ex-race car driver living in Australia, and John Cusack's fucking like goes on the fucking bank robbery thing. Look at that Coca-Cola machine in the background. Fucking hell, that's mint. That's a bit of that's a fucking paid advertisement for whatever that is. Fucking hell. So yeah, the facility they're in is an submarine facility, and there's a little bit later on where you actually see a submarine as well. Oh, parrot. Polly, want a cracker? LL Cool J really took off at the same time Halloween H2O came out, where he played that and character. And you know, he has like all the great one-liners and the likable character, you know what I mean. But Samuel L. Jackson was originally going to play him as well, and they actually rewrote this whole scene, the whole Franklin character a bit more. Look at that scene as well. It's a lush sunset. They did that as well for Samuel L. Jackson, made his role bigger. Again, no, like the idea was there, the technology was there, and they just needed an actor. So you get Samuel L. Jackson, who at the time was, I mean, he still is. He's a bankable star. You get Sam Jackson in the movie, you're going to get 10 million easy to make a movie, no matter what the fuck you're doing. You know what I mean? And there we go. The first sight of the sharks there as well. Mixture of CGI and a little bit of practical effects in there as well, but just fucking eating out the shark there. Tandem attack. Again, no. It's a scene we're being shown as the audience. Thomas Jane's not really go down there, go and watch them eat every time. Is the sharks of it? Aye, right. I'll get some food. Yeah. I actually watched Cliffhanger a couple of nights ago as well, and the commentary's really good on that. And Stallone, again with that commentary as well, Stallone keeps popping up, and like, yeah, he's a good. I actually, what did I watch? It set us off watching Die Hard 2 as well. I'd watched Die Hard 2 recently as well. I think he's a really good director. He's Finnish. Yeah, he's got that twang on his voice as well. Imagine that. Why haven't we got any flares for? The party. Fuck. It scored really well. Samuel L. Jackson just like, yeah, this is interesting. This is where my money's gone. There's a lot of stuff cut from here as well about Michael Rappaport not liking the cake and setting up his friendship with Preacher. There's also another scene as well which cut from the movie. The couple, she's pregnant, but it's cut from the film because she gets eaten. But she's also smoking in the scene as well, so they dropped that. There's a speech as well with the girl and Miss Frankenstein, shall we call her. That was completely dropped because she shows that she's determined, hard-working, and she just wants to make this right, and she's been hard on everyone, and she's really happy. And she goes on for a bit there. It's a bit here as well. I think it comes after here, after she's had this. I mean, there's a little bit here as there a blossoming. She's cut Thomas Jane off character away from that. She's the relationship there. Is there something there? She's stressed, and she has a speech. But with the character who creates a monster, the only way to justify her in the script is to self-sacrifice to save her, you know what I mean? Or she's just annihilated by the creature anyway. But, I think the speech was dropped because it humanised her too much too early on. You're not meant to like her, but you don't know who what to like. So yeah, she's smoking there, and she's cut. She's pregnant in an earlier scene that's discovered as well. He's been on loads of films now, hasn't he? He's also, isn't he the guy from Necrophiliac, or whatever it's called, when he gets on the bed with his willy out and it's like, oh, that's a bit awkward. Now, Devlin's Pass is another film I've got already. It was the one I want to revisit. I loved the cover for ages. And I thought it was going to be about Sasquatches and Yetis, and I forget what it's about now. They find a hatch up in the middle of the mountain. I need to rewatch that. But at this point, Thomas Jane hadn't become the Punisher yet. She's been on a lot of other films. She's not in Dread though. I'm sure she's in Game of Thrones. I haven't seen Game of Thrones. Fishkeeper. Do you like your job? Is that threatening me? Are you threatening me? I mean, it's a strong film. I didn't look how much the budget was or anything. I've left my phone on charge in the other room. I'm just fucking ranting away. Again though, it's fast tracking through it, you know what I mean? It's literally right, this is the situation. It's like The Thing. He's an isolated situation. He's the B team. He had to get out the scenario, you know what I mean? You see the looming shadows here, I'm sure you do. Raise the fences. So it's still a mystery. Yeah, comes some CGI. Yeah. Hurricane. LL Cool J was the music supervisor on this movie. Just have a couple of tracks including Sharkhead, Fishhead, something like that, the end song credit. It's not a professional parrot, I know that much as well. There's two parrots actually. So there's bits, this is the bit where, sorry, I think here was Samuel Jackson wakes up and there's it's a scene where she knows she's pregnant or something like that. So that's why she was probably smoking, because the scene when she's after pregnant is after. So as the storm comes. Fish Wrangler. So you kind of get like Hollow Man, The Abyss, you know, Isolation. Unlike Blackwater with Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren. I watched the week one's the world's biggest submarine. Again, this is all in a tank as well, so it can be fully submerged and everything. And Samuel Jackson's on about in his audition. Wow, he says if you're going to any audition, any interview, you've got to get your wows down. Like, wow, says it all. Says that's all you need to say. Wow, like it says everything about the room. Wow. Yeah. So they've got all this technology, and the only way they can get a shark in is to bait them a man. God, it's so creepy, like. So creepy here. I love it as well because deep blue sea, and there you go. You're not going to get any deeper and bluer than that fucker, are you? It's not like having again with Sphere, when you watch Sphere and they're outside and it's just can't see shit. It's such a weird film, that one. Shark 1, Shark 2. Rah. So a bit of CGI and the close-ups are practical, and then they swim backwards. They recognised that gun. Sharks can't do that, swim backwards. Totally turtle fuck. They recognised that gun. Well, the way it just did. And here goes the camera feed. Just have a bit of elements of Jurassic Park as well, you know, they're on skeleton stuff because everyone's gone away for the weekend. Oh, there's a hurricane coming. And then it actually is it's Jurassic Park in a way, underwater. It's just exactly what it is. Yeah, panic. So this is probably going to be the last podcast I do before my operation on Wednesday. It's Monday night now. I would like to do one tomorrow night, or Wednesday morning, because I was going to do Dog Soldiers, but I thought it might be interesting to do a podcast with Jack and Carl, if it's possible, but trying to plan that, it's going to probably take planning, so I'm going to watch Dog Soldiers on Blu-ray, then give that back to Casper. I want to probably do a podcast for The Cell, but again, I don't know what I'm going to be like after surgery on Wednesday, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. See, it's weird here as well. How does he catch it? What's going on? Is he eating? Shark vision. It's been tricked. Have that. And what about the other sharks? You know, they're synchronized attackers. Where's the other one? Is that the right shark? That's definitely CGI. That's weird CGI though. So compression and airtight seals, a big thing about this movie. Someone ordered fishy. Now this is I mean, look at the music as well there, proper kicking in with the score. This is extremely impressive because this is an animatronic shark. Everything it does is in camera, you know what I mean? It's probably Samuel Jackson's legit reaction, that. He's looking at it because you can see the reflection in his glasses. Oh, it's... Even that set there, that's fucking great. Fucking massive CAT scan in it. Mezi scan, sorry. So yeah, we've had all our build up now about literally going to the second act of the film. Don't smoke, bad things will happen. don't smoke, bad things happen. Okay, so he makes a conscious choice. It's about to bite him. Literally bite him in a minute. The size of that short one. You Samuel Jackson in the background there. And Death Rattle. Jump scare. And everyone who sees this film jumps at that bit. I think the only thing that like really hasn't aged is the CGI. You know, for time, yes, because it's a solid movie. I mean, look at that. It's actually there. It's the same guy who made Free Willy and Anacondas. Or Anaconda. Imagine that one just pushed all the way into your fucking brain. No wonder it's pissed off. Precision that. I mean, again, that's probably why she was practicing. Extract that out of your head. Okay. Just the honors and gives it her back in a small little jar. It's a dark man. 99 minutes. Julie. So we're looking for lightning in a bottle. Surely that should be in like a separate room or anything like that. I mean, you've got an open door to the bloody ocean. You're going to like want stuff like that. At least quarantine in some form, aren't you? They're firing. They're actually totally breaks character. They're firing. They're actually firing. .99 minutes. Definitely longer than 6 seconds out. Cured Alzheimer's. So there we go, he goes back and he has a cigarette and it's a death of him, really. So to be honest with you, right, they could have let the shark go by now. So he has his puff of his cigarette and rah, and that, I mean, that's a stunt guy, but that is actually all on camera except for a bit CGI blood there. The actor didn't want to do it, like, but the fall, but yeah, it's all in camera. And it's a real, I mean, that's a real robot just thrashing the fuck out there. Off for the arm. Smashing through the glass. Shoot it. Plunge. Frankenstein. Kosh is insane. Great shot. Get the belt and get an iron. Cauterize that wound. See, comes a lot of CGI. Like there. Told you, man, get that belt on the go. Right there. See, I mean, it looks okay that, but surely someone should be a first aider. I think that's a lot of that's real. I want to talk about on the film, we're on about the after they finished the Titanic, a couple of years had passed. It must have been about the same time, like a year or so later, or whatever. And they mastered new computer technology to make more realistic storm weather. So yeah. It'd be fucking class of like Mickey Rourke and Sylvester Stallone, and they all turned up in the helicopter as the rescue team. just in a joke. The fucking cliffhanger. Okay, get him hooked up. Saying that, like, they've got a you know, like, for not, I've got the stretcher. They had the stretcher and everything. I mean, yeah, they were fully facility and a medical thing, but someone should definitely be a first aider. It's a great looking shot, that. Of course, something would break. You know, it's got nothing to do with a hurricane. Technology's not working there. Plot device. Of course it would break. Plunge. Oh, we've got him. And so basically, CGI, this helicopter is going to take out the form of communication. It's going to make them. So the situation. So they better get isolated, entrapped, because of the helicopter taking out the tower. Technically, it's a twin. That CGI is not good. No. That's how she dies. Oh no, she gets blown away. Ugh. Ugh is like. Again with CGI, how it hasn't aged. So a lot of time had passed since Jaws. Whoa, that's a good explosion though. It's more miniature, that, I think. Of course the plane's going to get it. Did you the fireball that shoots off and just like a massive aerial shot, and one fireball is just shot out like someone with a fucking bazooka and takes out the aeroplane just to make sure they can't get off. Fucking hell. Brilliant. Yeah. It's a sign. Show me the sign. To drink vinegar, or is that whiskey? So yeah, big bang, big explosion. Yeah, so a long time had been passing out. How many shark films we've got now? Sharkenstein, Shark Exorcist, Sharknadoes. Tell me what to do. It's pretty awesome shot of the side here as well. It's like a video wall. Yeah, this pullback shot there. Just look at the shark there, man. That looks awesome. That didn't look good though. That looks 3D. That looks old school 3D like that. Just seeing the kind of structure like that just reminds us of The Big Show when he swung Rey Mysterio and wrapped him around the ring post and just falls to the floor in horrible, cringe-worthy fall. Better run. See, that doesn't look too bad, but when it explodes, like, you know, it's an actual flood as well. There, that's actually really happening there. That's definitely not Michael Rappaport on the right there. That's definitely not Thomas Jane. I know Thomas Jane's very hands-on with a lot of his own stunts. It's amazing because, like, how they can do that with the water controller, because I'm in Universal Studios in LA and the way they do it comes down the road. I've got that on camera somewhere. It just resets. All recycled water. Just the magic of Hollywood. Samuel Jackson just complaining on the comedy why he's always the last person to go through the door. Because now he's completely wet for the rest of the film. Hello? Parrot bird. Camera shake there. That bottle's asking a while, like. Flooded. Trapped. Sub-level A1. 1A, sorry. This might be the scene on the making of. It shows you, I think it's LL Cool J, and it shows you Rennie's point of view from when the water hits him on the stairs, and it's fucking brutal. He's proper shocked. He's straight over to see if he's alright, like. Get rid of that bottle. I love LL Cool J as well, and their toys. It's like, what's always here? Where is he? Where is he? He's just standing next to the wall, camouflaged. That's how we escaped in Sphere. It worked. This is the stairs, this is where it'll happen. You ate my bird. That's a fucking big ass stairwell to be submerged underwater, like, isn't it? What's around the corner? Here it comes. Watch, just watch. That wasn't that one. Right, it's not that. Right, what's the making of? Because the making of, it must be an outtake, an alternative take. It's fucking brutal. Some more flooding. Somebody made it. No, it's Bruce. Oh, it's got this orange look to it now. God, imagine getting hit by one of them, man. Pew! Pew pew! Thomas Jane just loves, like, fucking, I'll get this wetsuit on and let's go sliding everywhere. It's not the third time he's been sliding across the bloody floor. Again, Samuel Jackson's probably going to be the last one through the door again. Get in, get in. Okay, I mean, don't get us wrong, that's not too bad. And again, here comes an animatronic shark again. And goes into the hole. Hey, you dickhead. That's good for me too. Birdie. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, fucking hell, man. I went and got myself a fucking cup of coffee. And it's now cold. I just think I could do with a drink there. So, confession time. Nice blue there as well. I love blue on camera and lights, that kind of blue. It's a light blue but a dark blue in the mix. So I filmed the lads at the Clooney a few weeks ago. I was telling the lighting technician, keep the blue on, none of that red. So the sharks are actually not going around eating people. They're actually trying to sink the facility so they can be free, really. So that's the shark's motive. It's not to hunt down and eat them. They're forcing them. It's like forcing a rat through a maze. Doesn't sound good, does it? Violated the compact. Smarter. Yeah, I've seen this a lot of times, but I hadn't seen it for a while. I hadn't seen it for a while. Actually, I used the big box VHS on retro videos like late last year. And I'm sure I've got it on Snap DVD somewhere. Just, we're crying out for shark films for years. I mean, they're overdone now. I mean, Meg's came along and it's a big budget movie, but they've been trying to make Meg for years. And we've got all these spoofs like Ghost Shark and all that kinds of stuff. You know, this is a serious film, and you know, the CGI in this is still better than some of the shark films you get now, like Jurassic Shark. The fucking shark flies, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it's just a shark just swimming in the sky, and I'm like, the fuck, really? Even the blood effects in this, you know, done really well. All the blood in the water, that's all laid there as well. Yeah, but Samuel L. Jackson, by the way, he's a massive collector of old school Japanese movies. He used to go for triple billers in New York for $1 in between auditions and stuff for his friends, and he still remains friends to the people that do, and they still do stuff like that. And I guess that's why it's weird that he wasn't in Kill Bill. Obviously he's worked with Quentin Tarantino quite a lot, and you think the one film that Tarantino does that is that Japanese style, and Jackson wasn't in it, or he wasn't it. It's been a long time since I've seen Kill Bill. I've totally forgot who he is. He probably is. He's classing Afro Samurai. I've got the video game. I've got the video game for that. Playboy. There we go. That is an animatronic shark. And this is another good thing that this film did. They had the ability to put a shark in a corridor, in a kitchen, in a bedroom. Look at that, man. You're not safe. Into the kitchen. It's basketball. Danger, high voltage. Get the pan. Shark vision. Do you know sharks close their eyes just as they attack, in case their eyes get penetrated by the thing they're attacking, clawed out or anything? So yeah, fascinating fact about sharks. I love the location. I know the colour and all that's mint. Definitely a fan of Alien a bit. Even if you watch the making of when Rennie's interviewed, he's sitting on a helicopter that looks literally like he's sitting on the set of Cliffhanger. There's a fucking smoke machine going on the back. It's proper old school, like big budget fucking interview. I have to spill coffee on myself. Yeah, rant. Eggs Benedict. Eggs Benedict. Right. There's a restaurant around here called The Mill, and me and Annie used to go, and they used to have Eggs Benedict on it, and I don't know what had happened. I was in the middle of a conversation when they would ask us what I wanted, because I always thought Eggs Benedict looks nice. I love poached eggs, and fucking came across, and she was like, "Oh yeah, do you want it? What do you want?" I said, "Can I have a Benedict Cumberbatch, please?" So it's like, what the fuck have I just asked for? So every time we were in, they were like, "Oh, do you want a Benedict Cumberbatch?" I was like, "Aye, I'll have one of them, please. Eggs Benedict Cumberbatch." Fucking dithead. So the parrot's about to get eaten. The bird was killed basically because he was too much of a nightmare. Jump scare. Again, it's real. CGI, it's a bird, shark vision. I love how he's getting his axe. Again, real. See, he's hiding in his cooker. That might be a website. How many films Samuel Jackson's in, these hairstyles. See, this is again though, like, why? I mean, she has just lost her partner. And obviously, is a character has suffered because you don't know that she's pregnant, you know, kind of thing. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, shark vision. That looks fucking class, that. And somehow, for the title waves and everything, the oven is switched on. And it's almost like a comedy effect, the whole ding as well. Did the shark just turn that on? And you think he's got a guy, that oven is just about to start hacking through metal. That looks fucking class, like, it's really there. It's fucking no CGI. Hiya. So LL Cool J's been busy for a long time now with NCSI Los Angeles. Done really well for himself, especially alongside Chris O'Donnell as well. Also, he's LL Cool J in this, but James Todd Smith on Mindhunters. Todd James Smith, one way around there, on the Mindhunters box. It's a brilliant film, Mindhunters, like. Get your lighter out. You ate my bird. I don't like CGI fire at all. Now, here comes the speech. Now, this death scene a lot of facts here about swimming and sharks. This scene pops up on nearly every countdown on YouTube, like shocking deaths and all that. And you've got to think though, it's not like he dies early on. We're good halfway through the film by now. You don't expect him to be killed off so quickly, but you do when you see it's Samuel Jackson, you know, and it's like he's expendable. You know, he's got a good, you know, he got paid the most. He had the littlest schedule. He comes in, and like the schedule's fitted around him as well. You know what I mean? Everyone else is really expendable. Like, right, you're going to be here for 3 or 4 weeks. I think it goes into that on Hudson Hawk when all the candy bar cast were like, right, it could be filmed today, might not be filmed today. Like, you know what I mean? Just depends on what's happening and how you're going. You know. So he has this speech which is stretched out and a bit more twangy because you're meant to go as an audience. Really? I mean, the people making the movie knew that they're doing that to you. They're like, right, let him talk, give him this backstory, let him pay off this thing, you know, and then he gets killed. But the CGI is really bad, and it hasn't aged well. So they ate somebody. Cannibals. Cannibals. Oh, getting right in his speech. It just doesn't work. Big speech. Yeah, it just doesn't look that good. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson just basically jumped backwards into the, well, probably a stunt double, backwards into the water. Because, I mean, it's actual pool, do you know what I mean? The set's built on a pool. And there I go, add it with more CGI. It's just... didn't need that. That bit you didn't need. But to get that shock value, they had to use CGI for that. You weren't going to be able to get the animatronics doing that there. But you didn't need that overkill death, because you're going to get that later on when Frankenstein gets killed. We sink. It's another one of them 5 shark films I'd got. Ice sharks. And the sharks cut the ice out like a big fucking cartoon circle. And the shittiest CGI I've seen in a long time for the facility, the laboratory, which just looks like a fucking container on stilts. Sinks. And it's meant to be like, I don't know what it is. It's so weird what happens, because it's meant to be like a hut. It's almost like the Greedy's hut from The Thing, and it sinks underwater while the sharks are all surrounding. You think, would that not just compress and concave straight away? You know what I mean? And here you go, all about compressing there, poof, like that. That's fucking awesome. That, like. It's like being sucked out into space, that water coming in. Get out of you! Let me get some shitty CGI fire coming out in a bit. So this scene, I think it was 45 foot set. Fully submergible, and the rest is CGI'd, and it's an impressive set if you watch the making of. You know, because it's an actual working set as well, where you know you can get people there and all filmed and fully submerged with the underwater cameras and stuff like that. I got you. Get up there. Get up there, Raz. So yeah, it's a total CGI shot. And that fire. Oh, I don't like CGI fire. Especially that. Shark vision. It's going to go up and through the hole. Oop. It's like the abyss. It's even got the little tail thrust. Better climb. There's an homage to Cliffhanger coming up here, and it's blatantly done that way as well. The director does talk about it, and especially if you watch the Cliffhanger, and Stallone just appears on the comedy track. Oh, by the way, Samuel Jackson has left by this commentary now. As soon as Samuel Jackson's dead, I think he's gone now. He's like, see you later, I'm off to play golf. And you think, what the fuck? Stallone appears on the comedy track, even though he's not like, when you click on the special feature, it doesn't say and Sylvester Stallone, he just keeps appearing. And he talks himself in the third person. He's like, oh, Stallone's not going to drop this person and all this. And you think, what? Why are you talking like that for? So here we go. This is again to me, I think very eerie, bit because it's a real shark. Well, it's an animatronic shark, circling, and all it is on a stick. And there's a couple of CG enhancements, especially when Neil gets Thomas Jane, like. But yeah, again, it was well thought of, practical rather than oh, just do it with CGI. What are you looking at? A shark. Well, you know what? You know when you said we're looking at a shark, we're now going to give it 3 heads. Oh. Well, I'm not reacting to 3 heads with a shark. I know, but we'll fix it in CGI. Oh, he just broke his sword. His fucking dagger. Get out of here! Yeah, that's the animatronic shark just going around on a pivot. Oof, have that water in your face. That's CGI, obviously. Rennie says on the making of, he says, "Oh, like I like to challenge people to see what's CGI and not CGI." So that's definitely CGI. That bit, Mister. The sound design on this is great there. And this is the homage to Cliffhanger, which was spoofed by Ace Ventura as well. Tell you what, man, Cliffhanger is an impressive film. Again, I think I've talked about this. I think I've done one of the other commentaries saying that when you think of Cliffhanger, you don't expect it to start with fucking pink font. This is very eerie. Again, though, this is why they dropped the whole pregnancy angle, because of this. Especially the way she's killed off as well. I think that probably would have been a bit more scary if just blood came up and you didn't say anything. But they can now do it I mean, that's all in camera. The blood is added extra. The blood's CGI, but that's the actual shark and the actual actress doing that. So that's really, really cool, that. But yeah, that's the homage to Cliffhanger. Saloon's not going to drop somebody. You're not going to drop somebody. I'm definitely not the right person to be talking about people referring to themselves as the third person of my fucking personality disorder. Fucking hell. Like, what were you doing last night? Well, I had a blowy up doll, I was wearing a wig, and I was having a rant about True Romance. Knock knock. Who is it? It's weird though. It's weird. Like, it's LL Cool J, Ice Cube, Ice T. You have all these rappers, and then like that they make the name with this like anagram, or an anagram, just the name, and it's a case of like Todd Smith. And saying use his real name later on when he becomes a serious actor kind of thing. I like the shot. This is a really quick little shot there. It pans down. You see the top, but you don't see an actor. Sorry, right. That scene, that thing is over. And he's an expert. Bit more blue. So I think I'm going to get Hong Kong chicken style sweet and sour chicken, salt and pepper chips, boiled rice, and chips and gravy. I bet you think you fat bastard. I'm on a soup diet for about a month after tomorrow, so the facility is breaking. Again though, with the facility shot, it should be just miniature. Like, you can still, like, if you look at Aliens and Alien, the ships and stuff in there, like, even Red Dwarf, the old school Red Dwarf, and you see like the miniatures in their fucking there. It's just, you can't beat that. Surface level, roof level. Who you gonna call? There we go, into one of the bedrooms. And she's gonna nick off to go and get her get that torch. Power bar. Vibrator joke. Getting this come out as a 15, isn't it? Yeah. This could have been a bit of a dark bit. He doesn't mention this here, but because they're in the room, this could have been, they could have found out that they were expecting a kid. They could have took it that little bit of dark. It's really creepy as well in that shot there as well, when her reflections in the mirror. So yeah, they've definitely got some kind of chemistry. It's not been sorted out. Fury relatively, Einstein. This shows you a bit more bond between these two again. These like going back to the whole cake thing. Yeah. So, yeah. Will you zip me up? Apparently they got on really well. Samuel Jackson was listening to them two talk, and obviously all talking about rap music and that, and Samuel Jackson was like, "You can't say that, you're white." That's quite funny. Just the way the way they talked on it as well. Samuel Jackson's doing his own like impression. It's really, really funny. So it's like Mission Impossible again here, how to get out. Electrical supply. Again, this is like Jurassic Park when they go to put the power back on and one of them doesn't make it back. LL Cool J is a really good actor. I think his delivery is really good. Trying to look there, see the blue bloody cases underneath the television. Get what Blu-rays should have. Fucking Blu-rays weren't even invented by then. Must be some textbook probably. Is it established he can't swim? So yeah, have you seen the trailer? I mean, this was heavily trailered. You pretty much know that Michael Rappaport is not going to survive this movie, as his death, cut off just as he was about to get hit. But there's no way of surviving that. It does have a little joke after it, but that's literally like the shark that is on the box of the VHS. So back to the laboratory. Where you get another jump scare here as well with Skarsgård, who reappears. It's fully submerged. They're on about this as well, and you don't really think about this, but you're on about looking all around there, and it's like you've got a massive water tank there, and you've got all that electricity. Look at them eyes, man. That's minging that. you got all that electricity. Imagine just like poof, like King Ralph. The film production for Deep Blue Sea has shut down after the entire cast, crew and Samuel Jackson were electrocuted. The only surviving cast member, the parrot. So them two are really like scared of each other and what's going on there, jump scare. Very demanding role, like, especially the water and all that. It's all filmed in Mexico as well, so. Oh yeah, he's gonna make his vlog. I remember them cameras, man, when I got the screen. At least it's put the lines on, right, okay, as long as it's not going record, record, record. I hate it when they do that with the frames around and stuff like that. Like, shut up, man. Yeah, sort of, this sets him up here as like the fake death coming up as well when he gets there's a lot of misdirection thrown at you. I like omelettes. I've been same soup diet I'm going to be on. I'm going to look at doing stuff like omelettes and poached eggs as well. Eggs Benedict. So I'm going to say this, I've actually enjoyed watching this movie with a commentary and coming in and doing my own commentary again as well, so it's nice to revisit films. This is not something I was planning on doing, especially when I did Death Watch, but I've definitely enjoyed it. Again, no, it's a shame that the I mean, I haven't seen the sequel. It hasn't been given a Blu-ray release. I have seen the trailer, and Paul Ray was just shaking his head at it. He's just like, dude, it's like a remake. And here's this death scene. Sorry, Paul Ray. And woof, dead. That didn't look too bad. CGI blood's a bit there, and then you got this foot, which was one of the executives at Warner Brothers. That looks the Twitch death rattle. There we go, Twitch. So you get a big laugh there, you know, has hints of comedy. Nothing more terrifying, imagine that, like. Stuck in a massive fucking room full of water and you can't even like jump out there, like, it's not a pool, is it, or anything like that. See, again, no, he's a bit here. The shark is not trying to get him here. The shark is making him go out that door. That's what the sharks made him open that door. That's what you got to think. Look, fucking go. Thomas Jane, Punisher. Just seeing Thomas Jane go flying out the door there. When he gets chucked through the wall by Kevin Nash in The Punisher, fuck my life, man. When he hits his head off that wall, it's just like fucking hardcore actor, like. Is that teddy bear from the start of the film? Here we go with a foot fetish again. I've had two pairs of shoes back to back like them, and they don't last 5 minutes. Like, I love them as well. Is that fucking? Hi, yeah, take that. Get in there. The foot fetish. Do 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 do. So you're not even safe in your bedroom. That's the one thing you haven't got to worry about in your bedroom, a shark. Well, now you do. Again, set up at the start of the movie as we're talking about with the prop that's going to appear. There's a shoe there as well. It's a floating shoe. Lock yourself in with it. This does look good on Blu-ray. And realization that he's lost his friend as well. Again, though, they had chopped a lot out to build the friendships and the characters early on. You know what I mean? And it does try to deal with that, but as they're trying to deal with that, it's on to the next thing. They haven't got time to deal with the deaths, you know, even though it's shocking. You know what I mean? And he's just basically said he's definitely not going to die in this movie. It's like Ernie Hudson in Leviathan. Like, he gets out, yeah, he gets killed, and you think that's just not fair. I'll have to dig out Leviathan. I enjoyed watching that. I could do a Blu-ray release, like. I always remember that as a kid, the end scene. Safe in your little cupboard. Your research. And you get a a jump scare. Like peekaboo. The score is pretty decent. It does have a good theme. This reveal here, this bit's class. I don't think it's cut for the look of that. I mean, that's just eeriness. If you see the trailer, that scene there isn't cut very well. It takes a bit of. There's a kettle. That's classic. Imagine you fucking shit on that. Ow. Oh no. Oh no. It's a great idea though. You know, when you've got a shark and you've got like your bedroom and everything around you. Oh, there goes your data. Just like Dennis Nedger in his fucking little capsule, which they never paid off in Fallen Kingdom. Now the island's gone. Jump scare. Again, it's all there though. It's almost like I've got an idea. Light bulb. Ding ding. This is just a reason to get her naked. Insulation. Just like in Jaws 2. Have that. Crazy imagery that. There we go. Shark is dead. So I could hear someone there. Poor shark. Yeah. So I can hear random fucking voices. Telly from next door coming through the wall. Yeah, another shark down. And it will be the big one. There's an F-bomb. In a tiny little room. No exit after exterior is breached. decompression. He's a tearaway. Here comes the plant. This is actually real cold water, and you know, the whole room's being able to submerge, but the actors are basically in on it here. Like, are you ready? Yeah, this is gonna be cold. You can see LL Cool J just when it first comes on. Watch. Do. Hold my hands. Got a prayer going on. There's the submarine I was talking about earlier on. There's a random submarine out there. There used to be a submarine facility, and that's why the facility wasn't built for breeding sharks, you know. Getting ready. Ah, lovely blue water, man. And we're literally going in the final stretch of the movie. Like every commentary I've been listening to lately, they're like, yeah, I hope like you've seen the movie before you've got the commentary on. But no, I definitely recommend you listen to Rennie's audio commentary for Deep Blue Sea if you have it. That's really interesting. That blue, man, just looks lush. Then you've got that menacing thing coming towards you. See, that CGI there looked awesome. But then it does this whole... No, I don't like that. That's not... That looks amazing. I mean, look at how terrifying that is. Look at that. That is absolutely brilliant. That's an actual like robotic shark. That is what Jaws was meant to be like. Oh, he's got him. And then an homage to Jaws as well there. The floating scene with the lasses like running everywhere. But I mean, that's actually LL Cool J. Fucking have this. That's why the shark should have his eyes shut. The size of that thing, man, it's fucking amazing. But there's no wires. It's all like a remote control car. See, I was going to try and do the whole like death scene there, but totally feels like Waterworld. Like, I'm still waiting for Arrow to announce they're doing Waterworld, you know. And hopefully it's a director's cut. If you look closely in the background as well, you can always see like the edge of the tank as well. It's been filmed on the horizon. You just have a nap there. It's a nice sunset, like. There's the shark's going to be on the channel. See? Plot now. He's worked out the plot. The sharks are smart. That's why the facility map, you know, had like roof level, sea level, floor 1, floor 2, and it was like, really? It's that simple? Yeah, because the sharks read it. The sharks like knows where all the rooms are. The sharks worked it out. Boosh. It was interesting to see Thomas Jane Cast in The Predator. That's definitely another bonus for me going. I think he's a strong actor, like, to see he's just done some weird films and Harpoon. Obviously this was set up in the earlier on in the movie where he was prepping the new tranquilizers, so you know that they're actually in that cupboard. Foreshadowing. He's doing his whole the music's quite good in the background. I know you can't hear the audio, which I know a lot of people are doing commentaries now. You can hear the audio just in the background, but it's not fucking worth it for the copyright strike. Like, I'm not spending like an hour and a half to 2 hours talking about the fucking movie, transferring to my computer, extracting the audio, mastering it, then transferring it to YouTube, and it takes fucking ages, especially because it's done in 1080p as well. And everyone's like, well, you don't really need to do them in 1080p, you know, because most phones only support like 720 and all that. I says, I know all that, but like, there's going to be another jump soon, and you need to preserve your footage. You always need to like preserve your footage in the best quality possible. So there's no point uploading it on YouTube in a smaller content, because it's going to degrade quicker. Like the CGI in here, yeah, it's alright for the time. Will it stand the test of time? Do you know what I mean? It's about the quality. Rant over. Ow. See, that's really cool. There's a shot there. See, here she goes. She has to sacrifice herself to redeem herself for the monster she's created, even though she has cured Alzheimer's, and all the research will be lost. The cure has been found, but it's totally lost. This wicks a little Cool J up there. Do. Shark smells it. I see it's got its eyelids shut there. CGI. Quickly swims along there. See, that looks menacing as fuck. That looks great. Even though it's been slowed right down. Goes in for the kill. And watch this. That's that bit. What are you gonna do? She's jumped in there to sack her up. You think he's gonna save her, and no, douche dead. Going back to the whole bit where Samuel Jackson's killed. This is a very similar scene. Look at that, chopped in half, eaten in a hole, gone. Again, he didn't need to be jumping in the water and seeing that. And obviously set up at the start of the movie, he's a shark wrangler, so he's got the power of the touch. I mean, look at that, that's mint. And then that's pretty cool as well. There you go, the shark wrangler. Again, this is all Thomas Jane. I wouldn't do that, like, even though I was a fucking shark. I think it comes the fucking Michael Bay inspired theme there. The music kit with a Triumph. The soundtrack's totally changed. It's totally turned into a Michael Bay movie soundtrack. Go on, LL Cool J, get him. Fucking sharks, like, ride the shark. That's obviously CGI, but that's not. Smile, you son of a bitch, soon. Say it, say it, say it. This is for Scarface. So he's a rapper and he has to call his parrot Scarface. It's a bit cliche, isn't it? So now he has to make the conscious decision. To kill him, to kill. You know, time's running out, he thinks he's dead. Build that intenseness. Do it, yes, no, no, do it. Shark gonna escape. Kill your friend, kill your last friend. Shark escape, shark kills everyone. Oh, that would have fucking knocked. Yeah, and he has to make that choice. Boom. Just at the end of the scene of Jaws, big explosion. Fucking hell, I didn't notice that. If you're watching that back, it almost looked like a shark exploding upwards. If you watch that back, again, that's just Jaws all over that. Now I am going to talk over the end credits because I've just remembered why. So, because I want to see some weird shit at the end of the credits. Got the nice little score there. Hey, how's it going? Again, that's like Jaws when Richard Dreyfuss reappears. Obviously, Richard Dreyfuss dies in them. I'm sure he does. Hooper. And look at that. Yeesh. There's a lot of attention to detail, and there's a lot of attention to detail with Samuel L. Jackson where he's got frostbite in his ears when he's talking about the avalanche. But all like the sort of hemorrhaging or the heat, like bubble effect on the wounds. I don't know the proper medical term. You know, obviously they've been underwater and all that. It's that great attention to detail it's got as well. Was there only 3 sharks? Again though, setting it up for a sequel, we get 20 years later. Which even the front cover looks crap. And the front cover as well, the DVD in the UK, if you have a what you call a track sticker over it for pricing, covers the 2. So you got Deep Blue Sea and the track sticker covers the fucking number 2. It's like Predator 2 on Blu-ray. It just says Predator. And when you take the sticker off it says Predator 2. It's like, yeah. And then we've got LL Cool J's track coming back in there. What are you saying? Get me to the jungle. My head is like a shark's fin. Right, there's something going on at the very top, like the font here, right? You got written by there Duncan Kennedy and Donna Powers and stuff. Producer. Now it's central, and it's all middle, you know. Executive producer Duncan Henderson and Bruce Barnes. Director of photography Stephen Wildo. Production design. They're all central, right? Editor Frank, and then for some reason the 3 editors' names, it's almost like the top and bottom editor's name haven't been centraled. Like it looks like a mistake because none of the other font is out of alignment. Nothing's to the left, nothing's to the right, and even when there's 3 people, it's all central. So I was just looking at that going, fucking hell, if I was editing that, I went, well, that looks wrong. It's wrong, you know. So yeah, it's sort of weird, unless it's a quirky thing by the editors. Oh yeah, it's wrong. But no, sorry, I'm bitching on about font. Thomas Jane. See, even the girl name is ahead of all the ones, but she's not on the box. Michael Rappaport with Stellan Skarsgård. Andrea Rontaro. And some should be with Ronnie Cox. It is Ronnie Cox in it. I'm not going fucking nuts. There, hang on a minute, right? And production. That's all over the place as well. And Rennie Harlan. It's just so weird. I don't know why. It's another one. So it's got LL Cool J rapping about shark fin. His head is like a shark fin. Deepest, bluest, my head is like a shark fin. Deepest, bluest, my head is like a shark fin. That's what he's saying. Yeah. There's a lot of font. I thought there was going to be a Jeffrey there. Yeah. Yeah, it's a rap about LL Cool J in Deep Blue Sea, so yeah. I'll name it out when it comes out, what it's actually called, if you want to check on YouTube that. LL Cool J. Fish that glow in the dark. He's rapping away, like. So yeah, it's got like a guitar riff going in the background as well. Foley supervisor, Foley editor, sound design sequences, Foley artist, Foley mixers, sound recording mixers, additional recording sound mixers. Yeah, there's probably a lot of ADR needed for that with all the water scenes, especially. Sound design was really good, especially when the pivots pop out with the pressure of the water. Assistant to LL Cool J, assistant to Samuel L. Jackson, so they got the special treatment. Drive Master. First aid, Jeffrey Stephen. There is a Jeffrey, and he happens to be called Jeffrey Stephen. There's a track changes as well. Oh, it just made my day, lad. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, fucking hell. Best boy, Dolly Grip, stunt coordinator. So yeah, Deep Blue Sea. I probably won't get to see Meg at the pictures, so I don't know how long I'm going to be off work for. I've bought a lot of movies to watch. Talking's probably going to be a bit, in the long run, it's going to be, everything's going to be back to normal. I should be talking a lot better than I have been, especially the last couple of months. If you see us on camera, I was really struggling because I had to wear like a plate denture to keep my mouth organised because I have some weird root syndrome thing going on. But hopefully it'll all be sorted. I can talk like this. This is how I naturally talk. You see us on camera, I've got a denture and I'm always like fuck. I'll end up slurring away. That's why I do a lot of jump cutting in editing now. I mean, it does painfully make my life a lot harder. I've been working on a video for Crocodiles and it's like 24 minutes. And you know, I think it's cut down from 55 minutes because I'm jump cutting, I'm writing down, I've got to do retakes, and it has made stuff easier and more bearable filming. But you know, editing wise, it's not like start like a podcast, start there, end there. You know what I mean? That's it. You just got to wait for it to render and then wait for it to upload for fucking weeks on YouTube. So the track's finished there. The cast is now just coming up there. What's fucking mental? I'm saying Ronnie Cox, isn't this? His fucking name's well down on the box. Ronnie Cox isn't even fucking credited. That's fucking well weird. Anyway, music supervisor LL Cool J. That song by LL Cool J. Soundtrack available on Rock the Bells, Warner Brothers Records. Deepest Bluish Shark's Fin. James Todd Smith is his full name. There we go. Performed by LL Cool J. He also has Say What is also on there. There's a song by The Divine. Johnny Nash has a song on here. DJ Quink. Dia. Just Because by the Fate. Remote Control Soul. That's a mint name for a song. Remote Control Soul. Filmed in Panavision, printed in Technicolor. Kodak, Fujifilm products. Let's do them. Okay, so like the film's about to finish now. We're just getting like the motion picture, Canada, Warner Brothers copyright. The story, names, characters, fictional, and portrayed in this production are fictional, no identical or actual persons, places, buildings, products, intent should be referenced, distributed by Warner Brothers. Hi, or Warner Brothers. So what happens here, right? Not only does the font stop, then come back down briefly, there's going to be a paper. It's going to do it, isn't it? There's a massive Central Board of Film Certification, Deep Blue Sea, English. This is weird certificate. Look like, honestly, it's like looking at an FBI file from the fucking 50s or something. It's just so weird, stamped at the end of the film. I don't know what that's about. It's just so random. And now we get the warnings. Warnings in 18 different languages. I counted them. So it's got warning, national agreements and national laws of copyright. Attention, les adores, les cinématographies, and French. You know what I mean? It goes through all the different ones for ages. It's like, do you really need to know that over and over again? Yeah, warning, copyright protector license the optical disc, including the soundtrack, for private use only. Remember these words, Paul Ray. You know, but yeah, it goes on 18 languages, and we're in Chinese now. So I've been Stephen Mason. This has been the podcast for Deep Blue Sea. It is worth revisiting. It has aged well. The animatronics are absolutely amazing. The CGI is starting to crumble for modern standards. Thanks for listening. Like, share and subscribe. Goodbye for now.